we don't even play a lot of this La Pompe rhythm. We try to keep it more interesting and playing a song that has more like a reggae kind of feel. Because none of the other gypsy swing bands are doing stuff like this. And we just found out that the audience loves that because it's the whole set list is more versatile.
Interesting.
Yeah, and
makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We play like 2 hours or 2.5 hours, and people always ask for 3 encores because there are some gigs or some concerts that you went and you say, oh, there's a second set. Okay, you know what I mean? So it's really good if people after the second half are still interested in hearing more stuff, and that's what we just try to take care of. That sometimes you play like a waltz, and after that maybe this. I also wrote like a funky tune where I play this. And this is, you know, because I'm still listening to a lot of different music and I'm still interested in learning new stuff. And I think that's really important, especially, you know, I'm 45, but I started with my first trio when I was 16. So I play almost 30 years. I'm almost 30 years on the road, and I hope that I will be at least another 30 years on the road. And if you hope for that, that's a good sign, you know, that the fire is still burning. And you need to come up with a new lick every now and then to surprise yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you just play over and over the same stuff, then then it becomes boring for you. And I think when that starts, that it's just routine and you just play the same stuff, I think then also the audience will notice like, okay, he played very good back then. You know what I mean? So, and it's not just about playing fast or whatever, you know. This is a thing, of course, if you're really young, this is a thing of youth. I was playing maybe much faster when I was like 18 than I play now. Mm-hmm. I still play fast. And I love to play fast. I'm also a virtuoso, but I love also to play.
I'd like to take a second to talk to you about this channel. This is actually Rick Beato 2. I've had it since the beginning of my main channel, and many of you are not subscribed. As a matter of fact, 87% of the people that watch this channel regularly are not subscribed. So I encourage you to hit the subscribe button on this channel and on my main channel. This will help me get even more of my dream guests and help continue to grow both channels. Thank you.
Some fast ones in between, but also some slow ones, you know, and this is what I prefer maybe now more. And it's funny because we met at the George Benson camp, you know, and I'm a huge George Benson fan. That was an experience. It was like a dream came true. And he said once that if he listens to his old recordings, I think his whole style changed. And somebody asked him how he feels if he listens to that old stuff. He said, I remember that I was the person who played it, but now I play different. And if I listen to my first recording, maybe a lot of people would say, yeah, he still sounds the same. But there's so much difference if I listen to a recording that I did 20 years ago and I listen to a recording that I did just like 3 days ago. And but I still also like the Joscho Stephan that played 20 years ago. I think this is the most important part. You have to be a person who is always a critic, let's say, by yourself on your own playing. You don't need other people to criticize you. You should do that by yourself to get better all the time. That to be true. You know,
I agree.
You know what I mean? I never really listened to somebody who was telling you. And you know, the funny thing is, you always have people like commenting something maybe on YouTube. You see it on your channel, so, and it's funny. That's, you know, some people say I don't like that or like this, and that's fine. You know, because you can't be somebody who's just teasing everybody. Some people don't. Yeah, I never had a problem with that. I never have a problem with a bad comment. But it's funny when I played with world-class musicians like Birelli or like Tommy or these guys. They never gave me an advice. You know, and they said, "Hey, great playing." Right. That's what I like about these cats. You know, and I learned so much, of course, from them. And it was often not just like how to play a lick. It was like how to behave on stage, how to choose your set list.
Yes, yeah.
You know, I learned a lot from Tommy.
Tommy's a master at that.
Yeah, because he's
Master showman.
He's a master showman, and but it's entertainment in the best way, because there's always, you know, because even some people think like the word entertaining or entertainer, like it's something bad. If you see a show of Tommy,
It's really It's entertainer as old school entertainer. That's something that really doesn't exist anymore.